And make no mistake, people do business with people that they like. Face-to-face selling is perhaps the most effective form of promotion out there, yet few people talk about it. Face-to-face selling is the process of getting eye to eye with your target audience and influencing them to act. The amazing thing about face-to-face selling is that you can adjust your communications in real time depending on how your audience is responding to you. No other form of marketing communication can do that. Not a TikTok video, not an Instagram reel, and not an email. The other really great thing about face-to-face selling is you can use your charm, your intellect, and your humor to get people to like you and to feel good about themselves. And make no mistake, people do business with people that they like. Now let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of face-to-face selling strategies so that you can get going with this strategy today. Number one, the meeting. The first step to face-to-face selling is putting yourself in situations where you could get eye to eye with your target customer and influence them to act. For example, going to a music business conference where you know there's going to be a certain music supervisor speaking on a panel and you can approach him afterwards to talk about placements. Or going to a certain club where you know a specific music promoter is going to be, where you can approach him afterwards to talk about booking your band. Or even making sure to set up your merch table in the back of a club so that fans can approach you and ask you questions about your products and services eye to eye. The point being is that anytime that you can set up a face-to-face meeting, take advantage of it because it's far more effective than any type of promotion. Number two, elevator pitch. The second step in an effective face-to-face selling strategy is to have an effective elevator pitch. An elevator pitch is an introduction that tells someone exactly who you are, what you want, and how you will benefit them. For example, take myself, an author who's walking around the NAMM show and wants to get a publishing deal for a new book. I might walk up to a publisher and say the following: "Hey Paul, Bobby Borg, just want to tell you that I absolutely love your books and I think I have a unique title that will fill a void in your current catalog. I'm a former major label rock drummer and a current professor. Could I actually get together and buy you coffee or lunch so that I can discuss my idea?" Bam! You see how solid that is, you guys? So make sure to have an elevator pitch today. Number three, the details. The next step to an effective face-to-face selling strategy is being prepared to offer the details. After all, now that you've got someone face-to-face, they're going to want to know the meat and potatoes. So you got to give it to them. You got to tell them what your vision is. You got to tell them what the unique benefits you offer. You got to give them a timeline to complete the project. Tell them who is involved in the project and also give them a little history about your company. The more information that you can provide and the clearer you can do it is going to make it easier for them to make a decision in your favor to act. Number four, objections. Yet another important step in the face-to-face selling process is objections. An objection is any disagreement or argument with regards to what you're trying to pitch. So in essence, you have a list of answers in preparations to questions you know you might get. And as long as you show empathy and understanding for their concerns and you have this rock solid answer, man, you are going to convince people to act in your favor. This is why face-to-face selling is so powerful. Number five, the close. Getting close to the end of our list of the face-to-face selling process is the close. A close is essentially the actions that you take to finalize a sale. While there are many different types of closes, the two that come to mind are number one, the Ben Franklin close, where you list all of the pros and cons of why someone should do business with you. And of course, the pros are going to outweigh the cons. And number two is the positive two choices close, where you say something like, "Do you want that t-shirt in black or white?" See how that works? So make sure to work on your closes today, you guys, because this is powerful stuff. Number six is the follow-up. Finally, the last step of the face-to-face selling process is following up. Once you have somebody in your court and you've won them over, whether or not that's a music supervisor, a promoter, or even a fan, you want to continue the relationship and make them feel as though they made the right decision. This, of course, is also going to bring you repeat business as well and is going to strengthen a bond with the customer. Okay, you guys, so that is 6 steps to the face-to-face selling process. My name is Bobby Borg, helping musicians turn their art into more successful business. Be sure to check out the next video. Peace, love, later.